The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 68 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Running behind center with Vaughn. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down. Purdy. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Play action, now Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. On the ground with Vaughn. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now receiver in motion left. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Again, Jackson will keep it. And room there to work it inside the 25. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Jackson now. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 8 on. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing here, Purdy. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Purdy sets up to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he stopped immediately there. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville, and they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Aaron Jones, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Vaughn. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Vaughn.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
A 2-yard touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Inside the 10.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On the draw, it's Vaughn.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The drive will start with an option going left. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark. Too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start out here with the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
and I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to...
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Ravens, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
today. From AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Young off the play fake. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Young will set to throw.
He completes this one to Mingo.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 99 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
They go play action. Young.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Young. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Young.
Again, that's Hurst.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Young now. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing, Young.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Lamb in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Noah Igbenogany that time up to make the play defensively. The Cowboys at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
Cade York on now for the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of Hendershot. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Purdy now to throw off the play action. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's
That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Vaughn, they'll try the left side.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On first down, they go back to Vaughn again.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Luke Schoonmaker, his second rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys... First and 10, Young. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. The slot man in motion right.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Another run with Sanders. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their...
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 46, here's 2nd down at 7. Purdy looking to throw.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And this one quickly to Lamb.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's the option.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Luke Schoonmaker
As the first half is winding down.
and the count.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd down, Young.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, set, yellow, 43, ready.
Final play of the half, Young. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. Devontae Smith, up over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdowns in that game for J.K. Dobbins. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. Taken down at the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Purdy off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll give Devon on the read option. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Purdy now to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Well, they... It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. There he goes, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion left, that's Thielen. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Up the middle they go. Harper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here is Young. This is caught. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers are back within a score.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a
fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go. Flat, 95.
Off the play fake, Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Young.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And that will tie things at 17 all.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
They start the drive with Vaughn.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down. This is Lamb on the end around.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 37, here's a second down and 9. Purdy.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Eddie Goldman able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Young now from the 50. For Marshall, that's complete. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a first down throw for Young. And he'll just get rid of it.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
To throw, Young.
Open man is Mingo. He's got it. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Second down, back to Sanders.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now here's Young. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. CeeDee Lamb is intended target.
And it's second down.
Now Purdy. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll buy some time right.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here's 1st and goal. On the ground with Vaughn.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Here we go. 53.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Carolina, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in
day. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Throwing on first down.
Harden, that's out wide here for Robinson. Into space at the 45.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun. Harden, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
He's into space past the 25.
Touchdown, Washington. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 83 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, a run with Vaughn.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running behind center with Vaughn.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Vaughn, they'll try the left side.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Cowboys at 3-6 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man, Lamb, it's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the option.
And hit behind the line. He lost
gets the football. It's loose. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Harden, open man left side. It's the tight end DeGuara. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Give to Robinson on the option.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And they'll run it here. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Able to punch.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. On the counter, it's Vaughn.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Purdy. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
To throw on 3rd down. Harden. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. a 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Rolling to his left. His throw incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
A throw over the middle taken in. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Handoff coming left is Vaughn.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quan Martin.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Gets around him, and he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He'll keep it himself.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 2.
Back to throw.
Harden finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Back to throw, Purdy.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Purdy flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They start on the ground with Robinson here. So we reach halftime in what's been
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy flushed out right.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
High in the air. Throwing to start the drive. Harden. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Harden. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
There he goes left side. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Purdy looking to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points.
today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's week.
Now Spears to begin the drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And the numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago.
17 carries, 54 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Spears with another carry.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Vaughn on the handoff.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 53 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Vaughn is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So good. They go play action with Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chauncey Golston just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hand off to Spears. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deuce Vaughn, his 2nd. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Micah Parsons in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. On 3rd down, here's Spears. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Purdy now to throw off the play action. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas 1st down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys at 3-7 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Running to the right, this is Vaughn. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 19. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go play action here. Purdy rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Brock Purdy with touchdown. They'll start on the ground with Spears.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Room to maneuver at the 35. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans.
DeAndre Hopkins, 60. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they...
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, it's Vaughn.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the run. The play fake. Here's Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever.
That one's taken in by Spears.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the
Brissett on first down.
That's complete. It's Josh Wiley.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Brissett. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Brissett. He finds Hopkins complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Brissett sets to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Purdy off the play fake. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively, nearly had the interception, but it's second down. Purdy. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Escaping the pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's Spears on second down. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. 2 touchdowns there for Saquon Barkley. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Sam Darnold, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, We turn it back over to our broadcast team.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. On first down, Purdy. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Purdy now to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On first and 10, Brissett on the slant, complete to Hopkins. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Brissett's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Here's Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Brissett. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Tajay Spears, a 7-yard touchdown. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. Here's the option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A second down throw for Brissett.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Here's Purdy. Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Touchdown!
CeeDee Lamb.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys take it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose at the 40.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here's a give to Spears.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing, Brissett. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Quez Watkins.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll give Devon on the read option.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
carry here for the big tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Running behind center with Vaughn.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. This is Lamb on the end around. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. On the ground with a tight end. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back at
a 1st down throw for Brissett.
That's complete to Treylon Burks.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 1st down, Brissett. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Dallas, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to